You're watching Outsiders with your hosts, Rowan, Dean, James, Morrow, and I'm Rita Panahi from such programs as The Rita Panahi Show, Monday to Thursdays at 11, and Lefties Losing It, Friday nights at 9:30. And my word, we had a lefty lose it in spectacular fashion outside a Manhattan courtroom this week, just a couple of days before the verdict in the third world-style Banana Republic Trump show trial. Yes, there is our broken old lefty wearing a mask outdoors, naturally. It's none other than Robert De Niro, who decided to prove to the world that he is suffering from an acute case of Trump derangement syndrome.
I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave.
There you go. If Trump wins later this year, it will be the end of democracy, the end of elections. Trump will be a dictator, you know, the type of tyrant that persecutes his political opponents on trumped-up charges and tries to bankrupt them and put them in prison. Oh, wait, that's the current guy.
Donald Trump refers to himself as a political prisoner and blames you directly. What's your response to that, sir?
But back to De Niro, proving yet again that actors should stick to reading scripts written by other people, lest they look like demented nincompoops. And watch how De Niro handles the crowd heckling him when he calls a couple of clout-chasing January 6 cops heroes.
These guys are the true heroes. They stood and put their lives on the line for these lowlives, for Trump.
They lied under oath.
They lied under oath. Right. Who lied under oath? What are you telling me?
Those two traitors behind you.
Excuse me?
Those two traitors behind you.
They lied under oath?
Right.
What are you saying?
They're traitors.
They're traitors.
What are you saying? What do you mean? They lied under oath? Well, forget about it. And the crowd interaction for old Bob only got worse.
A paid sellout for the DNC. A paid sellout to the DNC. Robert De Niro.
You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
You're washed up. You.
You know, the great Alfred Hitchcock said this about actors. I never said all actors are cattle. What I said was all actors should be treated like cattle. And I think we can all agree with that after hearing De Niro's paranoid Trump fantasies. The obsession, the derangement is weapon grade.
Nothing at all, nothing redeemable in him. It can't be. It cannot be. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. There'll be things that happen that none of us can imagine. That's what happens in that kind of a dictatorship.
Not a good sign when even the lefty audience is laughing at your paranoid fever dreams of Trump coming to get you. And this whole lawfare strategy of weaponising the justice system to attack Trump and keep him from winning the 2024 presidential election is backfiring for the Democrats. The more they press ahead with this corruption of the justice system, in this case with a partisan judge who donated to the Democrats and his daughter helped Democrats raise more than $90 million using this case in their solicitation emails. And that's not even in the top 10 most improper aspects of this commie-style show trial. It's no doubt that most Americans are seeing through this. And in fact, Trump's poll numbers are going higher and higher as these cases progress, including in those crucial swing states. And in a poll taken in the hours after the conviction, Trump improved his position with only 20% saying they were less likely to vote for a convicted felon. 26% said they were more likely, and 54% said it would make no difference to their vote. And in another poll, It revealed that the guilty verdict only improved the former president's standing with likely voters ahead of the 2024 election. Can you imagine what the numbers will do if Judge Merchan puts President Trump in jail 4 days before the GOP convention, where Trump is due to be officially named as the Republican presidential nominee? The sad reality is that though this sham conviction will be overturned on appeal, that is not going to happen before the 2024 presidential election. And that was the whole point, to keep Trump from campaigning, to tie him up in court, to have him declared a convicted felon in the hopes of preventing him from winning come November. It's election interference. It's funny how those who scream the loudest about the threats to democracy are often themselves threats to democracy.